I have this desire of being someone that is just really low key. Like, I feel like when I share something, like, people get jealous or people want to take you down. I don't know why I have this thought, but if you show people that you're winning, I just always have this feeling that they don't really want you to win. Like, sure, winning is good for you, but it's not really good for them. Maybe it's a limiting belief, but it's just a belief I have. Like, it could be negative. Maybe I could change it. Maybe I could change it to like, hey, if I'm winning, everybody else is winning too. But there always be people that see you win and they just get jealous of it. They just envy you. So there's a Chinese saying that says 做人要低调. That means you have to be low key as a person. You don't always have to show who you are. You don't have to show how talented or good you are. You don't have to show how smart you are. In fact, sometimes you have to act dumb, so you can satisfy the other person's ego to make them feel better about themselves. So they actually lower their guard and be like, hey, this guy is cool. This guy is not a threat. So I'm going to treat him nice. I'm going to tell him the secrets. And that's how a lot of successful people do it. They act like they're dumb. And when the real war comes, when the real battle comes, they seize it and they change into the person they truly are. Like, I feel like a lot of people are actually walking around and not being their true self, which is fine because not everybody has the privilege to be who they really are, to be their authentic self. Because if they be who they are, well, society might not like it. Society might say like, hey, don't be this person. We don't want you to be this person because it's not good for us. And it is, a conundrum. It is not really a big problem. I guess it is a problem that maybe it's not a problem to be solved, but a dichotomy to be managed. Maybe you need these people. Maybe you need these problems. So I don't know, man. It's hard. It's a hard one, It's a hard one. But yeah, even then, now I want to be low key. But at the same time, I'm making YouTube videos and trying to be famous. So there's a contradiction there, but there is a genius in contradiction there. You need both. You want to be famous and not famous at the same time. I know some of you think like that doesn't make sense. But it does make sense. It is the yin and yang. You need both. You need to be famous at the same time you don't really want to be famous. You gotta have the balance of both. Because if you're too far off in one side and you lose the other side, all of a sudden you just become this person that's obsessed with that, and you completely ignore the other side of it, which is important. I think you want to grow both sides. You want to be like famous, not famous, and you want to grow it both. You don't want to be like just here. I don't know if that analogy makes sense or not, but it's just something that I thought of. It might be stupid now, but I'm betting on the fact that 100 years from now, it might not. If it might not, it doesn't really matter. At least I tried. It might be a mind-blowing. It might be a great concept. Maybe a Nobel Prize concept. I don't know, man. It could be. Maybe way after I'm dead, or maybe 100 years from now. Who knows? But I'm all about trying. I'm all about looking stupid in the beginning, so I can reap the rewards in the future. Because I feel like 99% of people are afraid. They're scared of looking stupid, and that's normal. That's understandable. I was like that once. But I think I don't want to live that life anymore. I think that life is not for me. I think that life is for 99% of people. And when I say that, I don't mean that, I'm better than, the 1% is better than 99% of people. Like, no. It's just a number. It doesn't really matter. Like, you think it matters because you think that, he thinks that, he's the 1%. Oh, he's better than 99% of people. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You thought that. You thought that in your mind, but that's not really what I mean, because you don't really know what I mean. You're just interpreting the words that come out from my mouth. That's it, but you don't really truly know what I mean, if that makes sense. But yeah, just want to be low-key and not low-key at the same time, which kind of sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it's contradiction, the genius of contradiction, and that's what I think. But yeah, being low-key. I think that's it for today. Don't really know what else to say, but yeah, I mean, some people, they want to show how good they are. Sometimes I don't really understand that. I'm like, damn, why are you showing everything? Why are you being an open book? I don't want to be an open book. I want people to be like, no, this guy's an asshole in the beginning, and after they know me, they're like, hey, this guy's actually kind of cool. Sorry for judging you in the beginning. I don't mind being misunderstood. I don't mind people seeing me wrongly. And that's part of life, man. Some people just don't see who you truly are inside, and what good that you stand for. Sometimes they don't, and that's okay. That's part of life. You can't please everyone. If I could please everyone, I probably wouldn't, because I think that would be a boring life, and it's more interesting to have haters. It's more interesting to have people that disagree with you, that try to fight you, that try to kill you. I think that's a more interesting life. And at the end of the day, the beauty of living is that you die and it ends. So take life seriously, but at the same time, don't take things too seriously, because you have to realize that it all ends. It all ends, and you have to live in the present and be grateful for where you are. Be grateful sometimes for the confusion you have, for the doubts that you have, for the questions that you have in your mind. Or will this work? What will people think of me? Will I ever make it? Be grateful for those thoughts. It's normal. And guess what? You keep doing it anyway. You keep pursuing your dreams anyway, and just go for it. Just go for it, because you know that one day it will end. And when it ends, are you gonna have that regret of saying, I wish I went for my dreams? Are you gonna have that regret? And if you want that regret, cool. That's up to you. But I don't want to have that regret. I don't want to have that regret of saying like, shit, I wish I pursued my dreams. I wish. I will be persistent with my dreams. And if I don't make it, doesn't matter. At least I tried. At least I went for my dream. And that's all that matters. How does this link to being low-key? I don't know. Just went on a tangent and just spoke my true thoughts. That's it. I think that's the goal of this YouTube channel too, is to try to speak with no filter and at the same time with filter, because sometimes you need to filter some things. You can't really say what you truly feel sometimes, because it could be dangerous too. Like in Mandarin, they always say 说下心里话. Like 你要讲心里话的话, if you want to say something you truly think, that you gotta say it to like one person. But now I'm saying it to millions of people. I mean, not millions of people, but to hundreds of people. If this channel grows, then it's gonna be more and more people. So I gotta be careful with what I say now too. I think can't just say whatever the fuck I want to say. There has to be a balance. There has to be a balance, and the balance is hard sometimes, but it's interesting. I like the balance. I like to have that dichotomy. But yeah, it's interesting, this documenting thing. I'm just gonna keep doing it, keep showing up every single day, and be persistent, and just keep going. When I feel shit, when I feel good, when I feel like nothing, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna test myself and see if I can just keep going. Keep going, keep going. No matter how good, how bad, how shit the video is, how perfect the video is, I'm still gonna keep going. No matter what people say, people can say whatever they want to say. They can give good comments, can give hate comments. I'm just gonna show up every single day. And maybe if I get to the end of my life and I still post these videos, maybe in 100 years, 200 years from now, people see that and then maybe they can be inspired. Maybe they can be like, man, this guy persisted, even though when there was so much hate, there was so much people saying, man, stop posting these videos. And he still persisted. Honestly, you haters, you guys gotta up your game, man. You gotta type more hate comments. Like, come on, because hate comments give me a story to tell. They give me something that can tell for the future, so that people watching it that want to start something themselves can be inspired by it. Because if there's no hate comments, I can't inspire anybody. If it's all perfect, people will be like, man, he didn't have any hate comments. No, he's just a different breed, huh? If you wanna inspire people, you gotta have like a degenerate story where you started from nothing. You started from a nobody and you became a somebody. I think that's more interesting than being born talented and having everything you had and just winning easily. That would be boring. That would inspire nobody. You only inspire people when you are a nobody and you became somebody. But at the same time, you're not really a nobody because you are somebody. And you just became successful. And at the same time, like, being rich, having a lot of subscribers doesn't mean you're successful. I'm already successful. You're already successful if you decide to be.